这边 three cards for everybody， 一人3张。
3 cards. Anyone want to come in here? It's okay. Okay, guys, I am actually running a little bit late because I just realized last weekend we have only about 6 more weeks left, plus New Year holiday. So today I have to speed up and try to get done with all these CLT demonstrations. And then I'm actually giving away about 5 different books. They are all collections of lesson plans. So whoever who is going to do CLT next week and the week after next week, just pick up one activity. And if you want to put some spices into it, just a little bit, you're free to do so. They are all 4 plus 1, which is a little bit newer. It's called advanced skills. You can actually integrate. Okay, if you follow all the lesson plans and which we have covered, they always say that they will be able to cover 4 skills. But I have to admit to everybody, if you are taking this course, most of our lesson plans will be focusing on speaking and listening. It's the reason why all the teachers got together, so we started a course of teaching of reading and teaching of writing. Okay, so someone get some of the opportunities to do so. Right. Number 2, what I'm going to do today is that you have a table which we covered already last time before the midterm. I already talked about some of the criteria. If you are following CLT, still remember from the very first few weeks I talked about approach and methods. If you are using the term approach, everything will be very ambiguous. You're more like following some kind of philosophical ideas, something you try to do. If you are following CLT or cognitive approach, this is basically the 5 criteria. For every lesson plan, every teaching activity you try to cover, try to think of these 5. So I will have 9. Okay, before now and maybe 3:30. I want to leave some 30 minutes so we can do some kind of reflection. We can talk about it. So I would leave 9 little demos. And the first 5 won't be more like a very complete lesson plan. Hey, okay, fine. So they are more like icebreakers. But when you have icebreaker, what do? How do you actually handle? And would the icebreakers meet the 5 criteria? So later on, once you go in below that, there's a table. So you can write 5 points for each criteria, like a purpose. You can write 1 to 5, and you can add them together. If anything goes beyond or goes above 30, it can be considered very CLT oriented. That's my main purpose. And then we will compare one after the other one. Nothing right or wrong. It's funny that some activities will be really fun, but they are not necessarily CLT. So how do you actually handle in your classroom? Okay. We are going to see Jessica and Susan doing their first year co-teaching with me. So I would say, hey, perhaps for these young kids, being fun will be very important. Forget about whatever method you are learning here. Okay. Just don't try not to go. I'm a little bit concerned because it's 9 o'clock. It's not too bad in the morning, but they still complain. Okay. All the students say, why do we have 9 o'clock class? Some people say, should we start the class from 12? Maybe toy. Units will have some feelings. Okay. I love that I start my first class from 1:30 and we go all the way down and we can go to karaoke. You get better discount. All right, so follow the table and everybody will right now. Okay, Leah, you have one? Okay. No. Okay. Okay, maybe if you are late, Anthony, you got one. Okay, come. And you have to have 3 cards because I'm using a lot of cards, and I will try not to use computer or projector. Okay, for now being in. Somewhat you get the feeling if you are not having anything electronically, what do you do? How do you deal with CLT? So let's try activity number 1. Again, first 5 would be more like icebreakers, and the last one will be very thorough. We have 3 posts. Okay, if you break Susan's and Jessica's lesson plans, they are perfectly CLT. When I was reading them, I feel like they are too good. Because maybe I've been doing this for like all my life. I want something a little bit different. But maybe let's see how the kids will hold this one. And I will also share the feedback and everything to the class. So later on, if you guys are preparing, okay, the next 2 teachers will have some feelings. All right. So starting from this very simple icebreaker, okay, and follow all these. Do you feel like this activity has a purpose? Do you have a choice? Do you have desire to do it? We focus on content. You have a chance to clarify and confirm. So fairly, and now you have one more person sitting here, it'll be pretty much okay. So we have 4. Let's say this is 4. Okay, and we will do everything all together. Okay, activity number 1. Please go to a car. I give you 3 cars, right? So choose a car. I'll just write it. This is a part of American culture or probably Western culture. When I first went to America, everything became so scientific. One day I was in a Thai restaurant, and the lady asked me, "How spicy do you like?" I said, "Not so spicy." And all of a sudden she said, "From 1 to 10. First time we start thinking, oh, okay, so we can actually say that from 1 to 10. But eventually the food was just too spicy because her 2 is my 10. This is very interesting. So how are you feeling right now? Choose a number right here and put it down. Don't show your plasma. 1 is pretty bad, over there. 10 is wonderful. You can also write your name next to the number. Simple icebreaker. Okay, turn it around. Show it to someone sitting next to you and share. Six. Typically, we'll start from the lowest. Okay, if you have somebody with the lowest number, he or she will start sharing. Okay, I go all the way up. Okay, I'll start with this one, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Too much work for me. So I was teaching everything from 1 every second. And he said, like, I taught new food. Yeah, this morning I was working my way to pick up the first people to kids and not to the job. So I speak French. I haven't had anything too much work for me, so it's always like I didn't really have so maybe 20 days. Oh, it's hard.
This class, this course.
Okay, but fine, so. Yeah, very negative.
because I got fever since yesterday. Because I had this yesterday and yeah, I didn't fix. I just can't fall asleep.
Really? What time did you stay up? That's not
Cool.
no, it's not. That's staying up. Okay. Did you have coffee or tea before?
Monster of the I drink
It's probably I cannot handle black tea anymore. If I want to now, I will probably say I'm coffee is all. When I was young, just finish the work. Doctor say something.
you just finish your work.
It's not the best thing. What makes you feel happy? If you have something over fun, you should feel happy.
You I have lots of breakfast.
Eating is very important. Not eating with me, not eating.
Still, let's have It hurts you very
Last week, I was asking the Wednesday class if they know whether the British celebrate Thanksgiving or not. And they have no culture. Yeah, just have to say, probably it seems like a little bit different when they see you because we are fresh. We are not having too much fun with them. They are a little bit shy, maybe you can spend some wait time. I'm expecting to see. So I'll be opening up the door about 9.
You can sell me
Okay,
No, usually they get smaller.
I'm having a very interesting table. Okay, so anybody who is having the lowest number in your table, please don't raise your hand. Lowest. Eunice, what's the number? 5. 5 is not too bad.
3.
3. Oh, so I won. I'm 2. Okay, but we will start from you. I'll come back to my review. You are the lowest among everybody. What happened?
Because I got fever since yesterday.
Oh, really? That's why I tried not to come last week. He was asking me for the COVID medicine. I said, wrong medicine. If you have that, you will have diarrhea.
I got last semester already.
Yeah.
So I think it's not common.
You have changed your
But I mean the symptom is different. The symptom is
So the
different.
next 3 days will be dangerous.
I will spread viruses.
Okay, so you have fever.
Yes.
I was having the flu, new flu. That's the reason. I slept all day Saturday and Sunday. Still went to bed last night. No problem at all. And my kids were also driving me crazy. And my wife gives up cooking. So it's not her fault. She says she says this kind of stereotype in Taiwan, like women are considered good cooks. Is that true? Eunice, do you feel like this kind of gender pressure? Women are considered good cooks in Taiwan. Not anymore. No. Okay, Sophia, please. If you stay in Taiwan, we'll have more proactive, active fighter. I respect that. Anything else? That's just the figure. Now we will come to the lowest one. Okay. Eunice, please. That's fine.
Yes.
Thursday, another big thing. Thursday. If you come to graduate school, everything will be worse. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, we do this in like 17, 18. You guys are all writing for the final papers. You guys will go crazy. All right. Highest number.
Six.
I would just say okay because I just feel a little bit sleepy. So 6.
little bit sleepy. Typically, she feels very sleepy. Today, a little bit sleepy. Okay. Well, wonderful. Okay, you are having wonderful life. Should be Jessica.
I had 7, because the reason why it's not a 10 is because my daughter is waking up in the middle of the night now a lot. She used to sleep throughout the entire night, but now she wakes up. So I'm a little tired, but I said a higher number because tonight some of my closest friends are gonna come over and we're gonna have a Thanksgiving dinner together. So it should be fun.
Highest number.
9.
Oh, 9.
We have a 9.
Typically, it's not a joke. It's what I heard from psychologist doctor. Anything above 7, we should send him or her to a professional doctor. She's probably too high. So
But you're saying that, the spicy food one, that her too, like the ladies
Yeah,
too
so
is your twin. So
our values is different. Getting married. Typically, we'll have 9 if we're getting married.
I feel happy because I think that there is not too hard and I will go shopping with my husband.
See, I'm not easy to please. I didn't have lunch. There's a reason why. I'm feeling nauseous. 2 students went to my office getting tickets. So to Melanie's, life is wonderful. If you see sunshine, yay!
very positive.
Susan, every 10 probably. Just go. You're not doing anything wrong.
It's here, it's fine. We discussed that.
Remember, I don't have attendance. Okay? I never bothered. You guys will just pop up. Okay, Susan will probably share later. She's having 1 because all her friends are not coming. Okay, Elodie, nice. Wonderful weather. Okay. I really don't know whether this is good or bad. Okay. When I went to Fukuoka, I brought everything, including down jacket. I was hoping for like a 90 degree. First day I was there was 27 degrees. And the day I was coming back is 9 degrees. So I had fall, spring, summer all in 3 days. Okay, very easy. Okay, so wonderful way to start a class like this if you wanted to try it. So in here, okay. Activity number 1, I just put the table here, right? You can write first choice between 1 to 5. So every item, write a number and add them up. We will have a total at the bottom. So at 3:30, we will go through all 9 activities and do a quick review. Okay? Next activity, when you guys are writing it, I'll try to write to you. Okay? How are you feeling? Right? Between 1 to 10 will be our first activity. So I would say probably you don't need any fancy computer. So we'll probably do something more specific. Okay. All right. Second activity will be still related to numbers. So I will put mine on the blackboard, the whiteboard. So please pick 3 numbers which will mean something in your life. All right. You can use the second value. If you don't use the back of your card, it's pretty much okay. That's my number. Now you don't have limitation. You can write any number you like. 0 to whatever.
I would say if you follow these 5 criteria and still remember the 2 versions of CLT, for now you guys are actually probably, I would say, following a strong version. Use English to learn. Right now you are using language to interact with each other. And later on, if there will be something like a reading, you actually learn to use English. So if you play around between these 2, you are doing CLT, no problem at all. Okay. I will be very proud if any one of you taking this course, leaving this university, okay, knowing that you took this course. I will be very, very happy because you are actually in, this is the right word, in the game. Yeah. In the game of CLT or in the game of team. A lot of students who actually, they were not working with me here. They have different advisors, but throughout the time here, or by the time they graduated, they still come back. We talk about lesson plans all the time. I enjoy reading them. Me and my wife talk about this all the time. So I would say, not everybody's training is actually in this kind of fashion. Okay? If I use a professor from here, okay, probably the undergrads will probably know me more. Okay? Professor Jeff Denton is in the TNI, also from America. He was a lawyer. So to him, he hates the way I arrange all the tables. Sometimes we share the same classroom. I taught class earlier, and he came in and would start complaining because we were very close. He would say, another Tim's class again. He said, why do you have to put students in a small group? Okay? It makes him very difficult to walk through. To him, teaching, he always had this phrase, very funny guy. He said, teaching is solving. So simply, so whenever he teaches, it's more like an acting. Students, all they do is listen to him and seeing his show. Very inspiring, very encouraging, very fun to watch. More like a sit-up comedy. Okay, to me, it's always like making people work so hard. So different philosophies. Okay, I would say either way works. Okay, I wonder if you guys prefer passive courses, sitting there for 3 hours and see the professor do all the show. I love those courses. Okay, and I know I'm not that kind of person. Okay. My wife was in several courses of me, and she feels so tired. She left my course all of a sudden because I make people do things. Either way. Philosophical, okay? Share your number in your class. So the second activity, the third one, I will make you stand up, talk to each other. All right, and I will come back. You guys can probably guess later why did I put these 3. Okay. And you have to be really careful culturally, individually, with someone. If I write bigger number, you guys are too quiet. My undergrads are so rude. If I just write, oh, this is your age. What if I write your body weight? They never try to modify the way they say. I don't really care. We new generations. I'm talking about the Susan not so new generation. These 2 kids going to America will definitely do that. I have a lot of classmates complain to me. The students from Taiwan are so direct, rude. They look at their teacher and say, "How can you be so fat?" This is culturally, people can actually sue. I have classmates who are called by their students who are from Taiwan. Or, professor, you look so tired every day. Tired is a negative word. Typically, my classmate would say, I am not tired. Oh, are you happy? So, but to us, it's more like I care about you. If you translate that into Chinese, everything's okay. So be careful. Okay. I did this one time with teenagers, and I never will try it again. They would say, oh, 31 girlfriends? Really bad. Be careful with that. Okay, I'll be staying with this table and then going to your table later. Yes, 3 numbers. It's okay. $247. 247.
I'm not with you.
Don't say. What is 247?
Friend of a shopper. You have 2 boyfriends.
If you see recording.
It's, what is it?
Oh, in the,
It's just like, all of the stuff like.
It's just random.
My birthday.
Oh, birthday. So this is a very lucky number.
Yeah, it's like.
Okay. Then it go.
Or it is like middle.
Nothing important. Dia is too young, so she had no story. I'm talking to a fortune teller. We can accept that. And about number 7. Give us something more important. This has nothing to do with her life. Numbers is the life. You just love number 2, just love number 4.
Where's 7? It's on July 27th is my husband.
It's
What is
me and my.
And then I put 10 is August.
Me and my.
Is my daughter.
What do you know?
What does it mean?
Like 7 months ago, like me and my.
Your something?
So meet again.
I'm not going to come. You're making my day very careful. I never had a conversation like this. Seems like they are so in love. Yes, yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm waiting for this small.
So you going home this week?
Now.
So 7 more weeks.
7 more months.
Oh, not very much. Okay.
Yeah.
I totally forgot my worries and my happiness because of the so but they at least said to me, try to keep this kind of cash forever because after you get married, everything will be very different. This morning I was leaving the place and my wife said, I'm not going to cook tonight. Okay. Let's order Uber. Yes. If you want to marry, yeah, in America they will say, just get in the kitchen. Ready? Okay, so what else?
It's always my favorite.
First one. Yeah, I don't know why I cannot be certain because I think so.
Yeah, it's my favorite because the first one is legendary, so people see 165 in my family. There are 3 of us, and then
So brothers, sisters.
I have 2 brothers and
Oh, so you're the youngest.
yes.
Oh, you must be spoiled. Did you get everything?
Life is so hard. The youngest. The youngest one. Because
And this is always better.
I caught up with.
Yeah, I only have all the rings. Okay. Sometimes a month, but not 5. And these 2 ladies get 4.
The ones.
I got one.
See, one maybe I'm just. This one, and there's the fasting last year. And I also have 3 intermittent fasting. No, that's it, not 3. And also I was born in college,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can eat every day. And the day is the number of my 8 hours. Best friend, and 2, of course,
Oh, good.
and 5 is the number of, I wish to have 5 children.
That works. Why why the full government?
Government policy is so good. Really?
Yeah.
Because so many population in Indonesia.
No, you come here. Come here. Stay here. We need a lot of kids. Many right now, the first rate right now, will be about the number 2 lowest, 0.18 per family.
Yes, very.
South Korea is probably worse. It used to be number 0.18.
Indonesia is number 4, the biggest population. Yes, number 1 China.
Brazil.
Indonesia is number 4, the biggest population.
Yeah, but everyone stays in China.
Yeah.